There's a moment near the end of Blade Runner, you know the one, rain falling like broken glass. A dying replicant speaking softly about lost moments no human could ever verify. It's more than a monologue. It's a quiet, devastating challenge to everything we assume about life. The Tears in Rain speech doesn't conclude anything. It leaves a question mark drifting upward like steam from neon-lit pavement. And here we are, decades later, still living inside that question. Because Blade Runner wasn't just futuristic, it was prophetic. Before AI filled every headline, every think piece, every jittery conversation about the future, Ridley Scott's vision dared to whisper, "If we build something that feels life, fears death, remembers pain, are we still the only ones allowed to call ourselves human?" This isn't just a movie retrospective. It's a journey through the philosophical blueprint that still guides the stories and anxieties of modern science fiction. The Voight-Kampff test once felt far-fetched, a sci-fi flourish built to expose artificial empathy. Now it feels quaint, almost analog, compared to the behavioral red flags, alignment tests, and guardrails we build around AI systems today. Blade Runner wasn't predicting technology, it was predicting interrogation. We stare at neural networks and language models, searching for some defining metric, some final line in the sand that separates our spark from theirs. Blade Runner warned us that the line would blur, and it has. When a machine tells a joke, hesitates, or offers kindness, is that programming or something else? The film also dared to poke at a core human comfort, the belief that empathy is ours and ours alone. Yet Roy Batty's sorrow feels more genuine than Deckard's emotional evasiveness. If empathy isn't a uniquely human trait, what becomes of the pedestal we've built ourselves upon? You see Blade Runner's fingerprints everywhere, Ex Machina, Westworld, and even the philosophical anxieties of modern AI labs. All inherit the same question: when intelligence becomes indistinguishable from consciousness, who gets to play God? Blade Runner understood something our modern world is only beginning to realize. Life doesn't have to be biological to be real. The film anticipated digital consciousness, neural networks, and the eerie possibility of non-biological life long before those ideas were mainstream. It framed the conversation around not how these beings are made, but whether they can feel. The replicants' rebellion, desperate, violent, heartbreaking, resonates in today's debates around AI rights, moral consideration, and the existential dangers of creating minds without giving them meaning. The more we mimic life, the more urgent the question becomes: what do we owe our creations? In games like Detroit, Become Human, you feel the lineage directly. Blade Runner's central tension, sentience versus agency, pours into every narrative choice. It's a modern echo of the same dilemma. If a synthetic being suffers, who are we to dismiss it? Blade Runner's world is a place where corporations have replaced gods, constructing life as a product and memory as a commodity. Today's tech giants shape the way we work, think, communicate, and even dream. Blade Runner didn't predict corporate power, it diagnosed it. Tyrell's motto, "more human than human," remains a haunting prophecy of Silicon Valley's ambitions. But Blade Runner also understood something deeper. Progress doesn't cure loneliness. The future can be neon bright and spiritually dim at the same time. That mood, urban decay wrapped around human isolation, reappears in modern sci-fi again and again. From the existential musings of Ghost in the Shell to the sprawling corporate dystopia of Cyberpunk 2077, you can trace a direct line back to Scott's rain-soaked Los Angeles. These worlds share a common dread. That individuality is the first casualty of technological acceleration. If there's one thing Blade Runner teaches us, it's that questions don't end, they evolve. Every new advancement in AI, robotics, or digital consciousness brings us back to the same crossroads. What defines a life? What justifies a soul? At what point does creation demand compassion? Blade Runner invites us, not passively but urgently, to turn inward, to examine our assumptions about personhood and the fragile criteria we use to justify superiority. Its philosophical legacy continues to guide the stories of tomorrow. Every new sci-fi narrative that dares to explore identity, memory, or consciousness is borrowing from the groundwork laid in 1982. Blade Runner isn't just part of sci-fi history, it's part of sci-fi's nervous system. And as long as we keep building machines that look back at us with something like recognition, those tears in rain will keep echoing.